Hello, students. Welcome once again to my English lesson. Today, we'll read a story titled A Tiger in the House by Ruskin Bond, an Indian English writer. Before going to read the story, let me ask you some questions. Have you ever seen a tiger? If so, where did you see it? Did you get afraid of it? Did you want to take it home? No, you must have got afraid of it because we consider the tiger as a ferocious animal, as a dangerous animal, because the tiger lives in the forests. But things is not like that. We'll see another tiger. We'll see a tiger who used to live at home, and we'll see its relation with human being. So let's start the story. Timothy, the tiger cub, was discovered by grandfather on a hunting expedition in the Terai jungle near Tara. The name of the tiger cub was Timothy. Who discovered it? Grandfather discovered it. The writer's grandfather discovered it. And on what occasion did he discover it? He discovered it on a hunting expedition. Hunting expedition in the Terai jungle, which is near Dehra, today's Dehradun. Grandfather was no shikari, but as he knew the forests of the Shivalik hills better than most people, he was requested to accompany the party. It consisted of several very important persons from Delhi to advise on the lands and the direction the beater should take once a tiger had been spotted. The writer says that his grandfather was not a shikari, not a professional hunter, but he was requested to accompany the party. The reason was that he was well acquainted with the forest of the Shivalik hills. So he was requested to accompany the party. He was included in the party to advise on the lands and the direction the beater should take. The camp itself was sumptuous. 7 large tents, one for each shikari, a dining tent, and a number of servants' tents. The dinner was very good, as grandfather admitted afterwards. It was not often that one saw hot water plates, finger glasses, and 7 or 8 courses in a tent in the jungle. But that was how things were done in the days of the viceroys. There were also some 15 elephants, 4 of them with howdahs for the shikaris, and the others specially trained for taking part in the beats. How was the camp? The camp, as described by grandfather, was very sumptuous, very expensive, very lavish. There were 7 large tents, each for one shikari. There was a dining tent and a number of servants' tents. And the dinner was very good. As per grandfather, there were hot water plates, finger glasses, and 7 or 8 courses. In a tent in the jungle, there is an exclamation mark at the end of the sentence. Do you know why? Because it was quite impossible to arrange such lavish meals or different kinds of about 7 to 8 kinds of courses. Courses means meals. But that was how things were done in the days of the viceroys. Do you know who were the viceroys? You must have heard the name of Lord Bentinck, Lord William Bentinck, Lord Ripon, Lord Curzon. They were the Indian viceroys. They were sent from England to India. There were also some 15 elephants, 4 of them with howdahs. Do you know what the howdahs are? The howdahs are fitted to the back of the elephants so that the shikaris can sit there. And others specially trained for taking part in the beats. In the beat means in the hunting. In the beat means in the hunting. The sportsmen never saw a tiger, nor did they shoot anything else, though they saw a number of deer, peacocks, and wild boar. We'll say that it was a complete failure for the hunters because they were not able to see any sort of animals there. Therefore, they were giving up all hope of finding a tiger and were beginning to shoot at jackals when grandfather, strolling down the forest path at some distance from the rest of the party, discovered a little tiger about 18 inches long hiding among the intricate roots of a banyan tree. Who was the tiger cub discovered by? It was discovered by grandfather. How was the tiger cub? It was about 18 inches long. Where was it hiding? It was hiding among the intricate roots of the banyan trees. Grandfather picked him up and brought him home after the camp had broken up. He had the distinction of being the only member of the party to have backed any game, dead or alive. Game means any hunt, any animal here. So what grandfather did then, after finding the tiger cub there, he brought it home after the camp had broken, and grandfather had the distinction. He had the honor of being the only member of the party who had actually bagged any game, at least dead or alive. So, students, this is the part 1 of the story. We'll go on to part 2 and part 3 gradually one by one.